Okay, this movie has so many bad reviews that I actually ended up watching it at the theater. Whenever something is really good or really bad, I need to see it for myself to make my own judgments.
Yum.
It's a weird logic, but you gotta see it for yourself. Like, it elicited such a strong response in people. Like, what did that? Despite all your warnings. Yeah, I paid money for that. But that wasn't the case here. Snow White out of drawers? 7. Maybe a 6. It was enjoyable. I knew what I was expecting, a remake of a classic Disney movie that I'd seen a long time ago. So I have a few points to make on why you should genuinely watch this movie, and not just this movie, but other low-rated movies in general. My first point, ratings are done for unfair reasons. So why did it get so many bad reviews? It all hailed from this one notorious interview.
It's Snow White herself! Hello! The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. Weird.
Okay, first watching that video, it is off-putting. You can boycott a movie if you don't like who's in it, but doesn't it grind your gears when people say a movie sucks without actually watching it?
I did not care for
Snow White.
What?
You know, I can't even get through. I can't even finish a movie. I've never even seen the ending.
You've never seen the ending?
Well, how can you say you don't like it if you haven't even given it a chance?
I agree with Stewie. It's not really fair.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
She is the lead actress. Her words carry the most weight. But whether you're the main actress or not, it takes a whole village to make a movie. You're discrediting so much good movie craftsmanship that gets put into making a film, and that should be rated fairly. There are fair reviews that at least give reasoning to why they gave it 1 star. It's her acting, or it's this, or it's that. I'm sure this experience has her never doing something without consulting a PR manager first. It's all gonna be like this now.
The power and glory of the Capitol. Panem today, Panem tomorrow, Panem forever.
Hunger Games reference. All in all, she did something that irritated many, but just allow for growth and reevaluate in the future. My next point, people don't even watch what they vote for. Just this year, a new rule was added to Oscars requiring all voters to watch all films in a category in order to vote. Some people feel deceived this wasn't the case originally, and that the integrity of the award has less merit now. This is true, but we weren't deceived. It wasn't advertised how they do things, but have been very transparent about how their voting system works. In an ideal world, all voters would have seen all films and been able to cast educated votes all around. But that's not reality. And to be fair, that is a lot of movies to watch. However, being the most prestigious award a film can get, I'd hope voters would at least have the decency to only vote in categories they actually felt qualified for. But let's say you don't. Let's say you watch only one film in a category and you choose to vote. But of course you're going to vote for the only one you're familiar with. I'm aware of this one, so it must be a good one. Then who wins is not a true representation of what people within the academy, within the film world thinks. I remember specifically in 2020, I was in film school studying animation. And amongst all the film enthusiasts around me, I was invited to an Oscars watch party. And personally, for Best Animated Feature, really wanted Klaus to win. It didn't. It lost to Toy Story 4. And I was just so surprised. I just thought this is... I don't know. And now I can't help but think how some of those votes were just due to Toy Story's brand recognition and not people's in the Academy's thoughts. It's my favorite Christmas movie. I've watched it every December without fail since its inception. I highly recommend it this December. Or in general, just wait till December. Only if you are in the Academy do you get to vote. So if I was in the Academy, I would think what a privilege it is to get to vote. So I wonder if some might have felt an obligation to vote, even if they weren't fully qualified. I believe that if you can vote, you should. I exercise my right whenever I have the chance. And kind of change my perspective and can see not voting as a viable option. Because people can vote for any way they want for any reasons. So just be aware, at least for movies, even if something is highly voted for, the highest award is not necessarily based on the standards you envision. But now, at least with this new rule, there will be certain categories that people will watch all the films in and feel they can more integrally vote in those categories. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but at least the rule's in place. Which brings me to point number 3. There are hidden gems in low-rated movies. People review bomb for many reasons, and one of the worst ones is something is genuinely good, And some people just can't stand it. The epitome of this is anime fans who love their show, their anime so much that it feels like a personal attack is happening to them when another anime is doing better. Luckily, it's offset by the many fans who actually take the time to give a review for the things they love. But some movies may not be as lucky. There are probably many cases where there's something genuinely good, but the reviews don't match. Let's go to some of the lowest rated films here on IMDb. Mac and Me? Come on, that's a classic.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
The Room?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Dragon Ball Evolution? But seriously, in a lot of cases, good things are more likely to get a bad review because those who are loudest, not necessarily right, are usually negative. There are so many times I've had a great experience, but I often don't leave a review. But if something was a bad experience, you are more likely to leave a review or go and tell somebody about it. So that doesn't just go for movies and shows, experiences, restaurants, services, whatever. At the end of the day, if you take something away from this video, is that to do your best to gather your own thoughts amongst the chaos of all the other voices. Join me next time. I like making short animations and talking about the topics involved in them, either the animation process itself or topics that came to mind while making that animation. If that sounds of interest to you, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll take that poster down and I'll see you in the next one.